Alrighty, howdy doody. Just gonna show you how to string these animations together real quick. I've got a set I'm working on here. It's kind of brand new, haven't done a darn thing with it except make the lighting pretty flat at the moment. And I've got I got one zombie girl, which came straight out of Mixamo with an animation on her. It's an old man idling animation. And I can either keep that or put some other animations on her. So first thing you want to do, of course, is rig them as humanoid, which is very quick with Mixamo, which is nice. Then if they're NPCs, of course, you want to start extracting their stuff. You can do it any way that you find works best. And fix the normals. Extract the materials. I'll just put them in the same thing because we're not doing much with them. So she looks okay, but I think you're going to see she has some transparency issues. I don't know what makes them, some of them transparent and some not. Anyway, so she's all set up now. So now we can just drop her in. And there she be. Rotate her. I put a plane in here. If you find when you drop them in like that, and they kind of go somewhere far away and you have to move them and it's a big pain in the neck, make sure you have a plane with a box collider on it, and then they'll kind of impact it and they won't move too much. So let's see, she looks weird. I guess that's an understatement. Yeah, she looks pretty weird. There's some transparency issues there, which are likely very easy to fix. You hit the body and then you change the material. Oops. From transparent. Why transparent? I don't know. Just make her opaque. Fixes everything. Then you could play with it a bit and tune her up, but that's fine. So right now she comes in, and if we look at the main level here, see the animator, and there's nothing in here at the moment. So let's run this and see what happens. So basically she's just standing there like a dummy. So with her selected there, we can go find the animation that came with her. And I guess you won't always find it in here. One of the important things, if it comes with her and you make this humanoid, of course the animation is going to be humanoid, which is exactly what you want. So now if we drag that over here and drop it in above, because if you drop it, it just doesn't work. Drop it in here and then it comes in here and it'll change all this stuff. And sometimes this is goofy, so just remember that for later if we're going to futz around here. So now she should be animating. So there she's doing her old man idle routine. But say we don't want to do that. We want to make her dance, which is obviously what you want to do with all your characters, is make them dance. So we'll select her again up here. And I would just, turf this animator. Just remove it. What you should notice though is that up here, you've probably already seen this, but when you've got her selected and you hit animator, you get this, and then you can putz around in here if you like. And I guess it's the easy way to do things. If you don't want to recreate the animator, you can recreate the animator, it's no problem, and sometimes it seems like you have to. So maybe we'll just do that just for fun. So we'll go up here, we'll delete this, this animator. Just remove it. And this will stay like a dummy till you go out and come back. Well, okay. Anyway, if you select some other thing, maybe? Some other thing? Are you there? It stays there, but I don't think it's actually there. Anyway. So we'll go over here and we'll add a component. And we want just to add the animator back in. So we'll add an animator. And now it's pretty much empty here, right? So you have to go here first and find her avatar. And there's an avatar for every animation. But it seems like you probably just want to go with the original avatar. So that's that one. Now there again is no animation here, but now we want to start doing the adding our own animations that we imported. And you're going to have this breakdance pack or something with a bunch of animations in it. And the one thing that you may notice, first of all, they're all named Mixamo, which is pain in the neck. You can go in and change all of these are all exported as a pack from Mixamo, which you can find. But they're all called mixamo.com. You may want to go in and change all of those names so there's something reasonable, but we're not going to do that here. You'll notice if I click on this and check the rigging, that they're set to generic. So the first thing you want to do is make sure all of your FBX animation files are set to humanoid. Otherwise they will not animate. So you can do it in bulk and you can do it at this level. Send them all to humanoid. So it takes a second or two when there's a bunch. We done? No? So how are you? I was in Vegas. I had fun. It was hot. But I was quite impressed. There was very clean. People were very polite. Didn't run into any problems at all in the whole week. I walked about 50 kilometers. Drove a Porsche at the racetrack. Just filling time here. And drove a Porsche GT3 around. It was a lot like driving in Project Cars 2 in VR. A lot. And there we go. Except for the G-forces, it was just exactly like it. Okay, so now these have all been made set rig humanoid. One thing you may also find, you'll notice that if you select the actual animation file, these mixamo.com files, you'll notice you can't, this is all grayed out because they're set to like read only when they come in. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's interesting. If you press, yeah, I've never fooled around with that, honestly. Oops, no, I did a stupid thing. Okay, well, we're just gonna go back here. Anyway, so I don't actually know what that does, but you'll notice that these are all grayed out. So this is the stuff that you have to set when your animation starts to wander. If you put it on a loop and it's got a bunch of animations, you may find that your character kind of wanders a little bit as time goes by. Like it'll reset its starting position, and then it'll move incrementally until it's in a totally different position. It's really annoying. This will fix that, but now what we have to do is go through all of these and make copies or duplicates of all of these animations. And in this case, because they're all named mixamo.com, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But let's save that for now. Let's go and create a new folder. Create a folder. Okay, so there's our new folder. I'll just call it animations. We'll call it animations. And so that's there now. So we're going to put all our animations in there. So now let's go back to the breakdance pack. Let's go over here to this little thingy, whatever the hell it is, and find the animation clip. So we can find all the animation clips. And then we'll just reduce it down to the breakdance pack. And as you can see, they're all named mixamo.com. So select one and Control A to select all of them. Right click. No, don't right click. Okay, I gotta do that again because now I gotta go back. So now you want to do Control D to make a duplicate of each and every animation. And making it a duplicate, yeah, as you can see, it kind of goofily arranges them. Making a duplicate will basically make them editable. So now we need to take all our duplicates and drag them over and stick them in that new folder we made called animations. Otherwise it's almost impossible to go back and find them. So now we'll go to animations. Let's get rid of this thing here. So here are all our editable ones. So as you can see, all of these are now available and you can click them. And normally, what you want to do is click these guys here. These three will prevent your guy from wandering around. You can experiment and see what these do. It's worth knowing. Anyway, and you can see what the animation is down here, even though the name is all the same. You can just click through them. Yeah, so you can see the actions. So you'll have a lot of these will be similar. Okay, so they're all here. Now what we want to do is go back to our zombie girl. And you got to stick something in here. So, find an animation you want to go first. I'll pick this one just for fun because I don't know what it is. And I'll stick it there. Pardon me. And now, if we go in and out of this, if it doesn't change, just go out of it and back in. You'll see now that this is here. And now this is dead simple. So after this, after you've reached this point, you want to have a bunch of animations going on, you just drag them in. And you can preview them first. Feel like you want to do that one, drag it in. And you like this one, whatever, drag it in. And add finite item, that word. Just drag them in. Okay, so there's all our breakdance deal here. And then you do the transition thing, connect them all together in the order, in the order that you, for heaven's sake, in the order that you want to have them play. And then connect it back to the beginning if you want it to loop around, and it'll all play these in order. So now if we go back and hit the scene, and hit run, and then hit the scene again, and she's going to go through the deal, which looked pretty kind of goofy if you ask me. I don't know if these are working properly, but as you can see, it's going through the list and doing them. But you'll notice also she's starting to fall through the floor, and that's something to do with all of those wonderful settings. Now I don't know if you can set all these at once. God damn it. Okay, so I select them all, and then multi-object editing not supported naturally. Thank you very much. So you go through them all and click all these three things. And it's some sort of combination of all of these that keep her in place. Now I've forgotten which actual animations I use here because I spread them out, so I'm just doing stuff, waste of time. But setting these will tend to keep the position in the same dancing in the same spot, and not fall through the floor, and not wander off here and there, and not rotate unnecessarily. So this is the concept. I'm not too happy with the result here because it looks very goofy. Sometimes the big breakdance movements don't work as well as just hip hop kind of actual dance music, dance movement. So anyway. So, and then you could use not obviously dance moves, but you could use zombie attack moves. You can have a kind of a lunge forward and attack, and you can string them together, and then you could have a die or a knock back, and then a die, and then stop that and don't loop it, and then the zombie will just die on the ground. And if you can trigger that, then you've got a nice little animation going on. I did that in there's a medieval set with some really low polygon guys. If you take the shotgun and shoot them, they will go through a die animation, and then they will also get up a bit later. Anyway, so that's the basics. Fool around with it. The best way to learn is to obviously do what you're doing, which is experiment and just play with things. And it can be frustrating if you do get stuck, but generally, I think if you follow these kinds of procedures, you'll be okay. So anyway, have a good day. See ya.